Savitri, the god of inspiration, sent the mind and its powers to find truth. He saw the light of the god of fire and spread it over the earth. By the grace of God Savitri, our mind is one with him, and we strive with all our power for light. Savitri gives life to our souls, and then they shine in great light. He makes our mind and its powers one, and leads our thoughts to heaven. The seers of the God who sees all keep their mind and their thoughts in oneness. They sing the glory of the God Savitri, who has given every man his work. I sing the songs of olden times with adoration. May my own songs follow the path of the sun. Let all the children of immortality hear me, even those who are in the highest heaven, where the fire of the Spirit burns, where the wind of the Spirit blows, where the soma wine of the Spirit overflows. There a new soul is born, inspired by Savitri. Let us find joy in the prayers of olden times. For if we make them our rock, we will be made pure of past sins, with upright body, head, and neck. Led the mind with its powers into thy heart, and the Om of Brahman will then be thy boat with which to cross the rivers of fear. And when the body is in silent steadiness, breathe rhythmically through the nostrils with a peaceful ebbing and flowing of breath. The chariot of the mind is drawn by wild horses, and those wild horses have to be tamed. Find a quiet retreat for the practice of yoga, sheltered from the wind, level and clean, free from rubbish, smoldering fires and ugliness, and where the sound of waters and the beauty of the place help thought and contemplation. These are the imaginary forms that appear before the final vision of Brahman: a mist, a smoke and a sun, a wind, fireflies and fire, lightnings, clear crystal, and a moon. When the yogi has full power over his body composed of the elements of earth, water, fire, air, and ether, then he obtains a new body of spiritual fire, which is beyond illness, old age, and death. The first fruits of the practice of yoga are health, little waste matter, and a clear complexion, lightness of the body, a pleasant scent, and a sweet voice, and an absence of greedy desires, even as a mirror of gold covered by dust, when cleansed, well shines again in full splendor. When a man has seen the truth of the Spirit, he is one with him. The aim of his life is fulfilled, and he is ever beyond sorrow. Then the soul of man becomes a lamp by which he finds the truth of Brahman. Then he sees God, pure, never born, everlasting, and when he sees God, he is free from all bondage. This is the God whose light illumines all creation, the creator of all from the beginning. He was, he is, and forever he will be. He is in all, and he sees all. Glory be to that God who is in the fire, who is in the waters, who is in plants and in trees, who is in all things in this vast creation. Unto that Spirit be glory and glory. There is one in whose hands is the net of Maya, who rules with his power, who rules all the worlds with his power. He is the same at the time of creation and at the time of dissolution. Those who know him attain immortality. He is Rudra. He alone is the one who governs the worlds with his power. He watches over all beings and rules over their creation and their destruction. His eyes and mouths are everywhere. His arms and feet are everywhere. He is God who made heaven and earth. He gave man his arms, and who gave to the birds? Who gave man his arms, and who gave to the birds their wings? May Rudra, the seer of eternity, who gave to the gods their birth and their glory, who keeps all things under his protection, and who in the beginning created the golden seed, grant us the grace of pure vision. Come down to us, Rudra, who art in the high mountains. Come and let the light of thy face, free from fear and evil, shine upon us. Come to us with thy love. Let not the arrow in thy hand hurt man or any living being. Let it be an arrow of love. Greater than all is Brahman, the supreme, the infinite. He dwells in the mystery of all beings according to their forms and nature. Those who know him, who knows all, and in whose glory all things are, attain immortality. I know the Spirit supreme, radiant like the sun beyond darkness. He who knows him goes beyond death, for he is the only path to life immortal. His infinity is beyond what is great or small, and greater than him there is nothing. Like a tree everlasting, he stands in the center of heaven, and his radiance illumines all creation. Those who know him, who is greater than all, beyond form and beyond pain, attain immortality. Those who know not go to the worlds of sorrow. All this universe is in the glory of God, of Siva, the God of love. The heads and faces of men are his own, and he is in the hearts of all. He is indeed the Lord supreme, whose grace moves the hearts of men. He leads us into his own joy, into the glory of his light. He is the inmost soul of all, which, like a little flame the size of a thumb, is hidden in the hearts of men. He is the master of wisdom, ever reached by thought and love. He is the immortality of those who know him. He has innumerable heads and eyes and feet, and his vastness enfolds the universe, and even a measure of 10 beyond. God is in truth the whole universe. What was, what is, and what beyond shall ever be. He is the God of life, immortal, and of all life that lives by food. His hands and feet are everywhere. He has heads and mouths everywhere. He sees all. He hears all. He is in all, and he is the light of consciousness. Comes to him through infinite powers of perception, and yet he is above these powers. He is God, the ruler of all, the infinite refuge of all. The wandering swan of the soul dwells in the castle of 9 gates of the body, and flies away to enjoy the outer world. He is the master of the universe, of all that moves and of all that moves not. Without hands he holds all things, without feet he runs everywhere, without eyes he sees all things, without ears all things he hears. He knows all, but no one knows him. Spirit, before the beginning, the Spirit, supreme, everlasting, concealed in the heart of all beings, lies the Atman. The Spirit, the Self, smaller than the smallest atom, greater than the greatest spaces, when by the grace of God man sees the glory of God. He sees him beyond the world of desire, and then sorrows are left behind. I know that Spirit whose infinity is in all, who is ever one, beyond time. I know the Spirit whom the lovers of Brahman call eternal, beyond the birth and rebirth of life.